So this is a pretty standard plate carrier that most people would wear in the military. It doesn't have ballistic plates in it. It actually has weighted plates in it. Each plate is 9 pounds, which is roughly about the same that a ballistic plate would be. And this is very similar to what I wore in the military, which is why I'm wearing it on the walk. My best friend approached me a little bit about 3 weeks ago, and he does a lot of stuff for the Wounded Warrior Project and events, and because of COVID this year, they can't hold a lot of their events and their fundraising is down a lot. So he asked me if I was willing to do something crazy with him and asked me for an answer before he told me what it was. So of course I said yes, and now we're embarking on a 170-mile walk over 5 days wearing these for the Wounded Warrior Project to raise money. We're starting in Delaware Water Gap, Pennsylvania, which is our hometown, and we're walking all the way to Penn State, which is about 65% across the state of Pennsylvania. The Poconos is very, very mountainous, so we'll be traversing a couple thousand feet of elevation along the way from where we start to where we finish. So I grew up about an hour outside of Manhattan. I was a sophomore in high school during 9/11, so my path was kind of chosen for me when I was very young. So I enlisted in high school, and right after high school I left and went to the military.
Because of 9/11?
Oh yeah.
And how many years did you serve? Where were you?
I was active for 5 years. I was stationed in Fort Benning the entire time with 3rd Ranger Battalion. Had 5 combat deployments in rotation overseas, and I got off of active duty in 2009.
Tell me about why it's so important that we cannot forget our wounded warriors and why we need to continue to support.
The most important thing to know is there's veterans struggling all over the country. They serve our country honorably and without forethought. They ask for nothing in return. And their sacrifice does not end with their service. They continue to sacrifice for the rest of their lives, trying to maintain some type of normalcy in their existence. And it's important for programs such as the Wounded Warrior Program, who have a 24/7 phone line for veterans that are struggling, that can call in and get immediate help, mental health counseling, and even more important, rehabilitative events where veterans can go out free of charge and go fishing and go whitewater rafting and get together with other veterans. It's not so much about healing their physical ailments as it is healing their hearts and minds. It's really about getting together with the community and being with people who understand you and people who know what you're going through, and just having that sense of comfort around who you're with.
And this walk, 170 miles, I mean, it's going to be tough, but it's not anything near what what injured veterans are facing, right?
Exactly. I mean, even today we're going to feel some pain on this 20-mile walk, but the pain that we're going to feel along the way is nothing in compared to what these veterans and former service members feel every single day. State of Pennsylvania to Penn State, where Joe went to college. Who? I can't see a thing. Alright, now what they do for our veterans. As I was explaining to Peggy earlier, veteran sacrifice doesn't end with your service. Just mental problems of trying to reintegrate back into society, and all the struggles and everything that comes along with that. So, especially with Veterans Day coming up in about a month. Somewhere around 12 hours. Being in the right places. Yeah, pretty much straight walk.
So we're going to be teleworking until at least April. I don't like it, but Bonnie does. I'm hoping.
here, and then about a year later, I got so now, so it just worked out.
So right up our resume.
Yeah, you might be. So he called you again and said, hey, that was a really great turnout. Let's do something dumb this year.
Yeah, like, okay, let's do like 500 miles this time.
I went up and planned out the route last weekend.
Yeah.
Drove the whole thing out, everything.
And the building I'm in is a 1950s building, and they're going to replace the windows in January.
All the way to DC back, which is about like 32, 33 miles.
Walking.
We've gotten better at that stuff. But we also gotten good at jamming their stuff too.
Natural stuff.
Yeah. Right. I argued with a guy one time. Constituents.
I'm doing flood restoration for first like 8-9 months. Got a job running the security operations center at BHHQ for a couple of years.
6-8 years.
Became a cop.
Oh, really?
I was a cop in Minnesota County for over 4 years.
Yeah.
And had a buddy who was on the record.
That easy to change as to what business is about to make.
Yeah.
And I guess they want to do that Tuesday. All right, so what do you think of your husband doing what he's doing?
I'm really proud of him. I think that being a veteran himself and being somebody that's not wounded, ill, or injured, but being able to go out and support his fellow veterans, I'm really proud of him for that, because he, like he was saying earlier, oftentimes you don't see the scars because sometimes they're mental, right? Sometimes they have unseen injuries, and so for him to be able to go out and support his fellow soldiers is just really
The
great.
nice thing is that the building I'm
And what are you doing here today?
I am helping him prepare for his 170-mile hike that he's going to be doing across Pennsylvania. So,
And tell me your name. Spell it for me.
Taryn, Taryn, McCormick.
McCormick. Thank you.